everyone, it's Hillary. In today's video, I'm going to show you all the planner binders that I have. I have a couple different sizes. I have some A5s, one personal, and one A6. Okay, let me just get these out of the way. Okay, I figured we'd start from smallest and go to biggest. I don't have a giant binder collection, so this isn't going to be that long of a video. My first one is this A6 Aura Estelle in this kind of like burgundy color. I oogled after Aura Estelles on the internet for weeks before I got one, like trying to decide if I wanted it, if I needed it, but I loved the idea that it was the combo system where it had strings and rings. I really like that. I thought it was a really good idea. I have used this. I'm just not using it currently. If you've seen any of my other videos, I'm currently in an A5 plum paper planner ring bound, a spiral bound planner, and that's what I'm going to be using for this next year. But I have used this. Just the thing with A6 that I found for me is that my favorite thing is not to make my inserts all by myself. I would rather just spend a couple dollars and buy them. And I haven't found A6 inserts that I like. So when I do want to move back into this, it's the inserts that are going to give me I'm going to have to find the right inserts. But I love this. I love how soft the leather is. I love that it's very pliable like that. And yeah, I really like this. I'm just not using it at the moment. But yeah, so this is my A6 Aura Estelle. Next, we have my one personal size planner, which is this Kate Spade zip planner. I have just this little cute little black and white dress keychain on it. I use this planner for almost a full year. At the moment, it just has some inserts in here that I'm not using and just like leftover tabs and things like that. Because again, I'm not currently on this. Some elephant paper clips. Elephants are my favorite animals. I like the idea of a zip closure planner for security, to make sure things don't fall out, to be able to throw it in a bag and not have to worry about the paper being squished or anything like that. So I really like the idea of a zip, and I really enjoyed using this. But being in this planner, then this is what gave me the thought of wanting to go a little bit larger, and this is why I ultimately moved to an A5, was because I've said it in previous videos, I have giant handwriting. Not giant, but it's not tiny by any means. And so I need more space than personal size pages give me for the majority of things. I'll probably go back into this at some point. I really did like this. I think it's a beautiful planner. If they made this in A5, that would be awesome. But yeah, so that's my personal size Kate Spade. These are my A5 binders. So we'll start with the easiest one first. This is just a binder that I got off of Amazon. It's just like a plastic binder. I only use this to keep extra inserts in, to keep blank pages, cleaning pages, note pages. Like, that's solely what this is used for, is just to keep blanks in. So for that purpose, it works really well, and I like it that it has this little elastic to close it. So that's all that's used for. Next is this Agenda 52. I got this at Hobby Lobby. This past year when I was in an A5, I would swap back and forth between these three planners. So just kind of how I felt for that week, if I'd be in this or not. I liked the big pockets. At the moment, I just have, again, just extra like folders, dividers, the calendar pages that I didn't use this past year because it was already past that point, paper, note paper, things like that. So it's just kind of, it's holding extraneous things at the moment. The one thing about the Agenda 52 planners that I'm not the biggest fan of is how thick the actual planner is. Like, look how thick that is. So that adds a good bit of like thickness to your planner. And I'm not the biggest fan of that. Like, that doesn't need to be that thick. That, can you guys see that? It's very thick. It's a nice feel. It's pretty squishy, but it just doesn't need to be that thick. So I'm not the biggest fan of that. Next is this Kiki K A5. It has a snap closure and it's white and black with black polka dots. Hold on, let's move this one out of the way. I got this one secondhand because I'd never had a Kiki K and I wanted to try it. For a while, I was using this as my work planner, and I enjoyed doing that because I was able to keep a completely separate calendar of the projects that I was doing at work, which was really nice. But then I ended up collapsing those two things together, and I put a separate calendar in my A5 specifically for work. So I just kind of put two calendars in one planner and did it that way. I like the zipper pocket here and like all the pockets that these Kiki Ks have. I thought that was really cool. The fact that it has this section back here for notes, I enjoyed that. This one, I guess it's just because it's secondhand, which I don't mind, and it's in great condition, but the rings are like rather loose on the back of the planner. Like, I mean, they're still pretty secure. I don't know if that's just the planner design. I'm not sure, but that just kind of bothered me a little bit. I'm kind of OCD, so things like that just are kind of difficult. Yeah, but I did enjoy this planner, and I would just kind of trade it out whenever I was feeling like it. I use this a lot during the summer, just because it was brighter and like, yeah, more summery. And finally, this is my A5 Filofax, and I think this is called a Domino. Pretty sure this is called a Domino. This is the one that just, oh God, I love it. Like, there were just so many things about this planner that I just thoroughly, really enjoyed. Yeah, Domino. Hey, look. Okay, yeah, it is called a Domino. First of all, 2 pin loops. God, that was like a game changer for me. Once I started using this planner and realized it had 2 pin loops and that I could carry 2 pins, because I like to carry my favorite pin and one of those tri pins so that I could color coordinate a little bit in my planner. So I'd carry both of those with me. Oh, I was done for. That was perfect. I really enjoyed that. That's one thing that it's getting hard to get used to, being in a spiral bound planner, not having pin loops, because I really like that. And also about this Filofax, like, look how thin this is. It doesn't add bulk to my actual planner at all. Like, look at that. I love that. I thought that was great. I've had this planner for probably 4 or 5 years, this binder, and it's still in great shape. You can just see like a little bit of the outlines of the rings right here, but that's just from wear and tear and stuff. I think it's aging great. Yeah, mermaid vibes. So this one is just kind of broken down. This is how I had my A5 set up when I was in it before I moved into my plum paper planner. So it still has like my tab sections, like inbox, monthly, weekly, list, notes, and miscellaneous. That's how I had it set up. You guys can go watch my video about my first video that was my plum paper planner flip through to hear more of the reasons of why I moved from my A5 Filofax Domino into an A5 plum paper planner, because I go into more detail in that video. So go check that one out if you want to see that. It'll be linked in the description box below. I thought about at one point getting an A5 Filofax Malden, because I'd seen so many reviews about the Maldens online, but it just didn't seem like the right fit for me, because again, I liked how thin the Domino was, and that was, I don't know, I really enjoyed that. So yeah, so that's my A5 Domino. I'll definitely be going back into this at some point the next time I go to rings. Okay, so that was every ring-bound planner that I have. So it was 4 A5s, 1 personal, and 1 A6. I know it's not a giant collection, but I don't need it to be, because I'm a 1 planner at a time kind of gal. even though sometimes I wish I could do more, because that would mean that I could use more of the pretty things at once. But I'm not. I've tried to be. I really have. It doesn't work for me. So I don't need more than this. I have my Ride or Die, which is my A5 Domino, and my Kate Spade Personal, and this A6 or Estelle, which at some point I'm going to really figure out exactly how to utilize to its best ability. If anyone has any ideas or thoughts, let me know. Comments below. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was on the shorter side today, but again, I do not have the biggest collection, you guys, so there wasn't really a lot to go through. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more things like this and more lifestyle things, because I'm going to be branching out, not just doing planner things, but it's still going to be a lot of planner related videos, please hit that little red subscribe button. I would love to have you. Thank you so much to the 10 people who have subscribed to my channel. I really, really appreciate it, you guys. You have no idea. You could ask my husband. I was jumping up and down when I finally got into the double digits. I thought that was a really cool moment. So I really do appreciate each one of you taking the time to just hang out with me. I know that sounds dorky, but it's true. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.